Customer acquisition channels. Customer acquisition is a continuous experiment. There's no magic formula that works for everyone. You'll have to test, measure, and adapt. But there are proven channels that have demonstrated their effectiveness for most startups. Digital marketing, your online presence. In the modern world, digital marketing isn't just desirable, it's essential. Your audience spends a huge part of its time online, and you need to be there too. 1. Search engine optimization, SEO. Be first in search SEO, search engine optimization, is a set of strategies aimed at improving your website's visibility in search engine results, typically Google. The goal is to rank as high as possible for queries related to your product or service. The higher you are in search, the more free visitors you get. How it works. Google constantly scans the internet to understand which content is most relevant to user queries. SEO includes keyword research. What words and phrases do your potential customers use to find what you offer? Use keyword research tools, e.g., Google Keyword Planner, Ahrefs, SEMrush, to find high-volume but not overly competitive queries. On-page SEO. Ensure your website contains high-quality, relevant, and unique content. Keywords should be organically integrated into headings, texts, and image descriptions. Website loading speed, mobile adaptability, and usability also strongly influence ranking. Technical SEO. Ensure that search engines can easily crawl your site. This includes a proper site structure, no broken links, and optimization of robots.txt and sitemap.xml files. Off-page SEO. The more authoritative websites link to yours, the higher your authority in Google's eyes. This can be achieved through content marketing, PR, and partnerships. Google specifics. Google constantly updates its algorithms. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Therefore, SEO is a continuous process. Focus on creating high-quality, useful content for people, not just for search engine bots. Google is getting smarter and better at understanding natural language and real user value. 2. Social media, SMM. Where your audience lives. SMM, social media marketing, is the use of social platforms to draw attention to your brand, interact with your audience, and drive sales. Platform selection is critically important. Don't try to be everywhere at once. Go where your target audience is. Facebook, still the largest social network. Good for broad audiences, retargeting, showing ads repeatedly to those who have already interacted with your site, and community building. Effective for B2C, business to consumer. Instagram, a visual platform. Ideal for products that can be beautifully showcased, clothing, food, travel design. Great for working with influencers and creating aesthetically appealing content. LinkedIn, a professional social network. Indispensable for B2B startups. Here you can find potential partners, investors, clients, and employees. Excellent for industry-related content marketing. TikTok, a rapidly growing platform for short videos. Ideal for younger audiences and viral marketing. Requires a very creative and native approach to content. How it works. Organic content. Regular posts, stories, videos that are interesting and useful to your audience. The goal is engagement and loyalty building. Paid advertising, a very powerful tool for precise targeting to the right audience based on demographic, psychographic characteristics, and interests. You can show ads to people who are highly likely to be interested in your product. Interaction, respond to comments, participate in discussions, create polls. Social media is two-way communication. Tip, identify 1 to 2 main platforms to focus on and master them before spreading yourself too thin. 3. Pay-per-click, PPC, advertising, pay for results, PPC, pay-per-click. Advertising allows you to place ads in search engines, Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, or on partner websites that are shown to users when they search for specific keywords or view relevant content. You only pay when someone clicks on your ad. How it works. Keyword selection. Your ads are shown to those actively searching for the solution you offer. This is a very hot audience. Targeting. In addition to keywords, you can target ads by location, demographics, interests, and user behavior. Optimization. Continuously test headlines, descriptions, and calls to action, CTA, to reduce click costs and increase conversion. Advantages: fast results, precise targeting, ability to control budget. Disadvantages: can be expensive in highly competitive niches, requires constant monitoring and optimization. Tip: start with a small budget to test hypotheses and find effective keywords and ad messages. 4. Content marketing. Expertise. That attracts content marketing is the creation and distribution of valuable, relevant, and consistent content to attract and retain a clearly defined audience. This can include blog articles, videos, podcasts, ebooks, infographics. How it works. Instead of direct selling, you provide your audience with useful information that solves their problems or answers their questions. For example, if you're creating a financial management app, your blog might contain articles on how to save money, invest, or budget. Advantages: builds trust and authority, improves SEO, quality content attracts links, attracts a warm audience already interested in your niche, provides long-term effect. Disadvantages: requires time and resources to create quality content, results are not immediate. Tip: focus on your target audience's pain points. Create content that genuinely helps them. Public relations and media let them talk about you. Public relations is managing the spread of information about your startup in the media and other public channels with the goal of building a positive image and increasing brand awareness. Working with the media. Press releases. Send press releases about important events, product launch, investment round, significant partnerships, to relevant media outlets. Relationship building. Build contacts with journalists and editors who write about your industry. Offer them exclusive stories or expert commentary. Influencer marketing, who they are. These are individuals who have a large and loyal audience on social media or specialized platforms, YouTube, TikTok, blogs. How it works. Collaborating with them allows you to reach their audience. This could be a review of your product, a mention in a video, or a sponsored post. It's important to choose influencers whose audience closely matches your target audience. Tip: start with smaller, niche bloggers and journalists who write about your field. Their audience might be smaller, but it's more relevant and loyal. Partnerships and collaborations, doubling your strength. Partnerships are strategic collaborations with other companies that can help you achieve your goals faster and more efficiently. How it works. Co-marketing, running joint advertising campaigns, webinars, or creating content. You share audiences and reduce costs. Product integrations. If your product can complement another, create an integration. For example, an e-commerce service can integrate with a payment system. This provides value to both sides and their customers. Cross-promotion, mutually advertising each other's products or services. Strategic alliances, deeper partnerships that can include technology exchange, joint research, or even investments. Advantages: access to new audiences, reduced marketing costs, increased brand trust, creation of new value propositions. How to build relationships. Look for companies whose target audience is similar to yours, but who are not your direct competitors. Offer them a clear value. Why is it beneficial for them to work with you? Start small, a small joint webinar or article before moving to large integrations. Tip: don't be afraid to reach out. Many companies are open to collaboration, especially if you can demonstrate how it benefits both parties. Offline marketing. For many digital startups, offline marketing might seem outdated, but for some business types, it still remains a powerful channel. Exhibitions and conferences. What it is: specialized events where representatives of your industry, potential customers, investors, and competitors gather. Advantages: Opportunity for personal interaction with potential customers, live product demonstrations, networking with partners and investors, gathering feedback. Tip: if you participate, be ready to pitch. Have a demo of your product handy, business cards, and a clear plan of who you want to meet. Local marketing. For startups focused on a specific city or area, e.g., a local delivery service, store, fitness studio, local advertising media, radio, local newspapers, billboards, and collaboration with local businesses are important. Disadvantages: can be expensive, difficult to measure ROI, return on investment, compared to digital channels. Important advice for all channels: test and measure. Don't launch a campaign just because. Always set clear goals and track results. Which channels bring in the most customers? Which customers are the most loyal? Which channels are the most cost-effective? Remember CAC. Don't panic. If an advertising campaign isn't working, don't get overly stressed and continue spending money on it. Change your strategy. Look for new approaches. Focus. It's better to master 1 to 2 customer acquisition channels excellently than to be mediocre at all of them. Choosing and optimizing customer acquisition channels is a continuous process. The market changes, new platforms and technologies emerge. Your task is to stay on top of trends and constantly look for new, effective ways to reach your audience.